Satnam, I am Avtar Kaur. I am French and Swiss and I live in Germany. And today I would like to share with you the 33rd Pauri of the Japji Sahib, Akanjo. This is a Pauri that really lies deep in my heart, and I would like to go a little bit deeper in the understanding that I have from this Pauri. It is said to be destroying your ego and to bring forth your divinity. It is, to my how I receive it, it's a very important moment in the journey of the soul that we start when we recite Japji Sahib, from the Mool Mantra until the Shalok. It is about that moment of surrender, or total surrendering to the soul and letting go of the ego. In the Pauri that was preceding the Akanjo, Guru Nanak Dev talks about the 100,000 tongues that I would have, and that being multiplied by 20, I would permanently recite the name and the praises of God. And in the 33rd Pauri, in the Akanjo, Guru Nanak starts with no power to speak, no power to keep silent. So it's completely reversing what was before, that I have the capacity to do Nam Simran, Nam Japa, to repeat the name of God in order to obtain liberation of the soul. And now he's telling us I have actually no power to do that, neither to be silent nor to speak. I have no power to beg, no power to give, no power to live, and no power to die. This is a complete different attitude. It requires a letting go of all the thoughts that I could have, of even having the thought of having any power. No power to rule with wealth and occult mental powers. And this is very interesting for us as yogis. As we're practicing, we do our sadhana, we are using techniques and technologies of meditations. And even that sense of doing something in order to achieve something brings us away from what we want to achieve. And that's a complete paradox. Only with God's grace can we maybe attain liberation. No power to gain intuitive understanding, spiritual wisdom, and meditation. Even what I'm doing now, sharing my understanding or my perception of this Pauri, is completely useless. And yet, it is the human attempt to share a state of consciousness that Guru Nanak Dev had, and that we want to integrate in ourselves. Even that is requiring a completely state of humility, that only by God's grace can I gain understanding. No power to find the way to escape from the world. And at that point, in this Pauri, it is clearly stating that the journey of the soul back home doesn't lie in my hands. And this is coming just before the next 5 Pauris, which are going to describe the 5 realms, the 5 khands, to go through in order to merge with the divine. And that is what this Pauri is bringing us forth. We said that this Pauri is bringing the soul back home to the divine nature of the soul, which has started with the Avtar Kaur, the oneness with the totality. The journey has begun at that moment and is getting to the achievement of reaching home. He alone has the power in his hands. He watches over all. O Nanak, no one is high or low. And this is the complete surrendering of the soul to this power of the divine and the infinite. It's when we ask for nothing that we can receive everything. And gaining that understanding of the greatness and the grace that comes from the divine makes us really sense and experience the strength of the spirit, the oneness that brings us in such a state of consciousness that there's no more fear. When it is about to leave that electromagnetic field of the planet, or when we need to cross the electromagnetic fields of our thoughts in order to be one, then we can feel that fearlessness. And this is what we want to keep within ourselves when we recite this Pauri, which we are going to do now with Mardana. We will do 11 repetitions of the archangel in order to experience that complete surrender into the divine that is our true nature. Satnam.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Satnam. We will be chanting the Pauri Akanjor from the Japji Sahib 11 times. And as Avtar Kaur explained, you can sit straight and meditate with closed eyes if you know the Pauri by heart. And if you need to read it from a paper or a nickname, that's no problem. Just sit straight also. Meditate, let it go into your heart. Enjoy the sound, the rhythm, and the fearlessness that it brings to you. Satnam. जिस हाथ जोड़ कर देखे सोए नानक उठाम नीच न कोई आकान जोड़ चुपे न जोड़ जोड़ न मंगन देन जोड़ जोड़ न जीवन मरण जोड़ जोड़ न राजमान Jorna surti gyana vichar Jorna संसार जिस हाथे जोड़ कर देखे सोए नानक उदाम नीच न खोए अकान जो चुपे न जो न मंगन देना जो न जीवन मरना जोर न राजमान मंसोर जोर न सुरती ज्ञान विचार जोर न छुटी संसार जिस हाथे जोर कर लेते सोए नानक उदाम नीच न खोए अकान जो चुपे न जो न मंगल देना जो न जीवन मरना जो न राजमान मंसोर जो न सुरती ज्ञान विचार जो न छुटी संसार जिस हाथे जो कर के सोए नानक उदाम नीच न खोए अकान जो चुपे न जो न मंगल देना जो न जीवन मरना जो न राजमान मंसोर जो न सुरती ज्ञान विचार जो न छुटी संसार जिस हाथे जोड़ कर के सोए नानक उदाम नीच न खोए अकान जो चुपे न जो न मंगल देना जो न जीवन मरना जो न राजमान मंसोर जो न सुरती ज्ञान विचार जो न छुटी संसार जिस हाथे जोड़ कर के सोए नानक उदाम नीच न खोए अकान जो चुपे न जो न मंगल देना जो न जीवन मरना जो न राजमान मंसोर जो न सुरती ज्ञान विचार जो न छुटी संसार जिस हाथे जोड़ कर के सोए नानक उदाम नीच न खोए अकान जो चुपे न जो न मंगल देना जो न जीवन मरना जो न राजमान मंसोर जो न सुरती ज्ञान विचार जो न छुटी संसार जिस हाथे जोड़ कर के सोए नानक उदाम नीच न खोए अकान जो चुपे न जो न मंगल देना जो न जीवन मरना जो न राजमान मंसोर जो न सुरती ज्ञान विचार जो न छुटी संसार जिस हाथे जोड़ कर के सोए नानक उदाम नीच न खोए अकान जो चुपे न जो न मंगल जोर करके सोए नानक उतम नीच ना कोई आखन जो चुपे न जोर जोर न मंगन देन जोर न जीवन मरण जोर जोर न राज मान मनसो जोर न सुरति ज्ञान विचार जोर न जुक्ति जुत संसार जिस हाथ जोर कर दे के सोई नानक उतम नीच न कोई।
आखण जोर चुपै न जोर जोर ना मंगण देण ना जोर जोर ना जीवन मरण न जोर जोर ना राज माल मन सोर जोर ना सुरति ज्ञान विचार जोर ना जुगति छुटै संसार जिस हाथ जोर कर वेखै सोए नानक उत्तम नीच ना कोय।